Yes guys, this is Nearly Last and welcome, and this time guys what we're going to be doing is addressing some of the kill streaks that's in Black Ops 3. Now as I read these kill streaks out to you guys, it is going to be a question towards the end of the video basically about your opinion on these, and are these pretty much the same sort of kill streaks that we got in Black Ops 2. Now don't get me wrong, there are a couple of new ones, but they do remind me then of ones from previous games as well. Now, I know Treyarch got a great formula with Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Now, a lot of these seem to come from Black Ops 2. So, I'm thinking that they're maybe playing it a bit safe. They know that the kill streaks have been a hell of a problem in the last two games. And, you know, they don't want that to be talked about in this game. So, I think they're jazzing it up. It's set in the future, and now they're moving these things to the future. Let's start off then. Basically, as we already know, we got your UAV, your counter UAV and whatnot else. They're going to be separated. You don't put them together. So pretty much the same sort of formula as before. Now we do have another remake of basically the RCXD, which is a HCXD. Obviously, you can wall run and there's parts you can jump and whatnot else. So this is basically this car can do what you can do sort of thing. So you can race it around and blow people up. Moving on then to the Dart. Now this is basically the hunter-killer drone. Right? It really is. It sounds like you're going to chuck it up in the air. Apparently it's got little missiles on it or something. But like you can dive bomb it and it's got a small blast radius. Maybe it's a little bit better than hunter-killer drone. Maybe if you can shoot off little missiles, but you know it is a hunter-killer drone all the same. Moving on up then on the ranks is the Talon. Now this seems like an escort drone, just a little bit more toned down. You can have it remote control. You can fly it around if you want to. Probably seems a bit smaller than the actual one that was on Black Ops 2. But, you know, it follows you around and tries to look after you. So, it is basically the pretty much, you know, the same sort of principle. But I'm not too sure whether it's going to wreak quite as much havoc. Now, moving on to the Cerberus. Now, we all remember the AGR from Black Ops 2. Comes in the crate, pops out, and it just roams around trying to find enemies to shoot at. Now, I found that most better on things like Hijacked, mainly, because it could control the middle of the boat a lot better. But, you know, that was a pretty good one. It was alright. It was a bit of fun. I didn't really tend to use it too much, but that sounds like that's coming back as in the name of the Cerberus. Stealth Chopper's definitely back with the R.A.P.S. I mean, it's invisible. It's got that whirly noise that we are so much accustomed to from Black Ops 2. So that one is definitely coming back. I mean, it's pretty much the same. It's going to shoot everyone down. I personally love the Stealth Chopper, so I am really glad that's coming back. A new one now, we've seen these ones in the actual trailer themselves. Everyone's seen these plenty of times. These are the spike drones basically that are roaming around a thing called the R.A.P.S. R.A.P.S. Now, these ones, okay, yeah, we've not seen these before, but they don't have to remind me of dogs. There's a lot of them just roaming around, trying to take people out. Seems like dogs. Now, this isn't a high-end kill streak, so I'm going to take it there a little bit more toned down. Maybe a bit easier to kill than what the dogs were, because absolutely love dogs. Or maybe they're going to implement dogs into it at a later stage. But at the moment, it just seems like, you know, balls that roam around. Just pretty much the same sort of principle again. Now, moving on. Now, this one is a newer one. Now, this is called the Combat Robot. Now, you can have it as a defender or as guard mode. Now, yeah, it's pretty much new to the Black Ops series, but it doesn't have to remind me of Modern Warfare 3. And you remember when you had that annoying guy with the pistol and the riot shield, and he come down on the specialist class, and it is just very, very irritating. So I've got a feeling that maybe that sort of principle was taken from that, and they jazzed it up and made him into a robot instead. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out, because I personally did not like that from Modern Warfare 3 at all. Now, moving on to the big boy, which is the Mothership. Now, you and two other people then can jump in and use turrets as well. Now, this one pretty much seems like the VTOL warship, but obviously it covers a large area of the map, so it is a lot bigger. But it does move around. It does cover different bits. Yes, you can have 2 extra people, but, you know, it's probably, you know, not far off the same sort of ship. But it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad with all these kill streaks that they are keeping the same sort of principle. That as long as they're as destructive as what they were in Black Ops 2, I'm going to be absolutely made up about it. Now, the biggest one for me that I have left till last, where we're not too sure where it's going to fit in, is the Orbital-VSAT. Now, this one I absolutely love, guys. Absolutely love the Orbital-VSAT. I think it's absolutely one of the most bestest kill streaks that they've ever done. It is coming back from what we can tell, so I'm really, really happy about that. David Van Haar has said it's coming back, but it's a bit of a yes or no about how it's going to work. He says like the core functionality of it is going to be there, but you're going to be able to fight back against it. Now, it's going to be challenging, but possible, he says. So it's going to be very interesting here. I mean, there has been a lot of tweets between a couple of people and him and that, like saying about perks are going to be counteracting it. Now, that would be very interesting to see if they did that. I mean, because you would basically have a class just set up for that, and as soon as someone had that up in the air and you died, you'd just literally swap to it, wouldn't you, really, just to combat it, because you wouldn't want to run around with everyone knowing exactly where you are all the time. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they work this one out, because they do say that with these score streaks, they want you to be able to fight back against it. So the people that can't get all these high score streaks, they are going to be able to combat it, and they're not going to get completely destroyed. So I'm hoping that it doesn't mean that, you know, that they're going to get taken out too easy. Apparently at the moment that a lot of the bigger ships got plenty of flares and they don't, but you know, this is pre-alpha at the moment, so it's going to be very interesting to see when the beta comes out about how they're going to stop these score streaks and how you'll be able to fend against them. But let me know, guys, what your thoughts are. Do you think that Treyarch may be playing a little bit safe, you know, just keeping with the same sort of thing? Obviously this is not the full version. I'm hoping they're going to bring back a form of the low star. I really, really do, because I absolutely love the Rose Star. I mean, personally, for me, I used to love having an orbital VSAT, a low star, and a VTOL warship, just for a bit of fun, or I'd do that with dogs or something else. And as soon as you go around in that loop, you could wreak havoc, and then people would just end up race quitting. So maybe because of that people get annoyed and they're quitting out. That's the reason why they're feeling that the better way is to be able to fight back against them a little bit easier to give other people a better chance. But let me know what your thoughts on them, guys, you know, and, you know, whether you think that Treyarch are playing it safe, whether they're not, whether you guys are happy with it or not. Anyway, guys, leave it in the comment section below. Contact me on Twitter. Coming up on my screen now is going to be my subscribe button. If you could drop a like also on this video and support my channel, it'd be absolutely amazing. This is going to be nearly last, and I'll catch you later.